As I've often told Ward, holding power wisely takes much more than simply being the one to pull a sword out of a stone. No, it's what you do with that power that matters, and there are few causes more worthy than fighting for a just world. Let's welcome Phoebus. I've never been one to scoff at a bit of good, honest frivolity. Acrobats, lutists, jugglers, the more the merrier, I say. Though I do make one rather significant exception. Let's shoo away mimes. Strange. Here I am out on a peaceful everyday patrol, since a couple hours past its peak. And just as I was thinking how quiet it was, I realized no noonday chimes. It isn't like Quasimodo to be late like this. Quasimodo can handle himself, sometimes better than I can, but I should head to the cathedral and check on him, just in case. Besides, the exercise will do me good. Climbing up all those bell tower stairs in full armor is no joke. Let's see, if I hang a right off Pont Neuf, I should be able to make it there in good time. Let's send Phoebus to head towards the cathedral. Well, when I said make it there in good time, apparently that now means make it all of 2 blocks, then immediately get swarmed by Parisians seeking autographs. I swear, you lead one popular uprising against a corrupt public official? Don't get me wrong, it's flattering, but sometimes I wish they'd wait until my shift is over. That crowd did give me one useful piece of information though. Someone mentioned the scuffle at Clopin's. He's been setting up his wagon in the plaza lately. Good view of the cathedral from there. Could be related. Think I'll do an equipment check just in case. Better safe than at sword point, and all that. Let's send Phoebus for routine weapons inspection. Sharp enough to shave with, shiny enough to see if there's anything stuck in my teeth. And yes, I've done both. I try not to use it for more than that if I can help it. If you want to keep the peace strong, a sword in anger never pays. And believe me, I feel a lot better about myself being a peacekeeper here than I ever did in the wars. All those years fighting the Burgundians, and for what? I'm sure I'd like the Burgundians. If you've never tried their coq au vin, believe me, it is delightful. Well, here we are. Let's see. Where did he park this time? Let's build Clopin's puppet wagon. there across from the bakery. Good location too. Plenty food traffic, steady supply of croissants. You know, I'm not going to say my pushing the authorities to ease the card permitting laws was a triumph of civic planning, but I won't not say it either. Besides, after that whole Court of Miracles incident, Clopin deserves a good turn or three. That's odd. Clopin's usually partway through his afternoon performance by now, but there's no one on stage. Or in stage. Haven't quite figured out the terminology when it comes to puppet theater. So either he's working out some new kind of mime act where you can't hear and can't see the performers, or... yeah, I'd better make sure he's alright. Let's send Phoebus to investigate Clopin's puppet wagon. Oh, Charlie, didn't expect to see you here. You and Esmeralda are usually inseparable. Workshopping a solo act, are you? Well, I don't know if you've ever considered moonlighting in law enforcement, but I'm on the trail of a mutual friend and... Wait, what? I was joking. Come back here. Heal, Charlie, heal! Let's send Charlie to do some tracking. Charlie, if you ever want to moonlight as a racing horse, you'd make your weight in guilders. Though, from the look of that hat you're carrying, maybe you already have. Wonder if I could talk the local bankers guild into opening a private account for you. Well, I found Clopin in the alley behind the wagon under a lightly used pickle barrel, so I guess he cancelled the show. And for good reason. Apparently Quasimodo was arrested on the authority of the captain of the guard, right in front of him. Which is odd, because last I checked, I'm the captain of the guard. So you can see how that would be concerning. You know you're in trouble when long-lost twin brother is the least worrying explanation. Something's definitely off in Paris today, and it feels... evil. I don't like it one bit. I'll find Quasimodo, and I'll bring whoever's responsible to justice. I can't help thinking this is a little too familiar. Let's welcome Claude Frollo. At long last, everything will be as it should. Justice may be delayed, but it is never denied. It's all quite simple. Remand Quasimodo into custody, wait for that traitorous Phoebus and his sorcerers to come running, and exact righteous vengeance upon all betrayers. It is my sworn duty. Oh, how I've awaited this day. Arranging for a suitable prison cell was no easy feat. And yet, there is one more piece of equipment I found it necessary to purchase. Let's send Frollo to adjust part of his plan. What insolence! Not one blacksmith in Paris will sell me a single set of manacles. He's already broken every pair I could find. At the moment, my financial resources are not endless. Consequently, I will be paying for all such equipment on credit. I should have known my police would fall on deaf ears. The people of this city are as slothful as they are avaricious. How quickly they forget the firm hand that once guided them, my tireless efforts to save them from themselves. Hear me, people of Paris, If you have forgotten me, then gaze upon this and remember. Let's send Frollo to try to sway the crowd. Remember the shawl of the foul witch whose wickedness cast a thrall over all Paris. The fateful shroud that... What? How dare you, sir? This is not my personal handkerchief. It is a visual aid to inspire contrition. I don't care if it pairs well with my robe, because it's not a... I will accept no such compliment, you fool! The people of this city, slothful, avaricious, and horrifically disrespectful. The good news is, I'm sure Frollo's behind this. The reports of him blathering in the public square are evidence enough. As for the bad news, he was long gone by the time I arrived, and I still have no idea where he stashed Quasimodo. It's been hours since the kidnapping. He could be anywhere by now. If only I had a half-decent map of the city, some way to reconstruct his carriage route or... Hey, now there's an idea. Let's build the bells of Notre Dame. I knew it! Who's got the best scale model recreation of Paris this side of Picardy? Only a certain bell ringer, that's who. He's really expanded the scope of that thing over the last few months. Practically goes all the way out to the Bastille. I do feel a little guilty commandeering it without asking. But if anything's a special case, this is. And I'll put all the pieces back where I found them once I'm done. It's common courtesy. Here we are, one bird's eye view of the city in miniature. Now what's the best way to go about this? Well, we have a figurine of Quasimodo here, and this carriage over here gives a good idea of the scale involved. So it looks like we're just missing Frollo. No surprises there. I wouldn't want a 2-inch tall despot in my living room either. But if I'm going to plot out sight lines and getaway routes, a visual aid would help. Is there anything here I could... Let's send Phoebus to find a Frollo in Notre Dame. Ha! Perfect! For this afternoon's crime scene diagram, the role of Claude Frollo will be played by... Well, I think this is a dried up clove of garlic, or maybe a shallot if you're squinting. One thing certain, it smells a lot better than the real Frollo ever did. Ha! Yeah, I'd better get back on track. I played with toy soldiers a lot as a kid. It's easy to get caught up in this sort of thing. Alright, if Frollo was transporting Quasimodo in the kind of wagon Clopin described, that would rule out the Pont Change. It's market day there. They'd be too wide to make it through the stalls. And with repairs to the docks on the left bank, he'd have had to keep away from that whole block as well. So... actually, there aren't that many ways for him to get off Ile de la Cité, are there? Narrows the search radius considerably. Let's send Frollo to lurk near Clopin's wagon, and let's send Phoebus to plan from Notre Dame. confounded. For decades I've walked these streets, only to have them turn against me now. Navigating the prison wagon to its destination was supremely difficult, but alone and on foot, it's still a struggle too. No! I've passed that accursed wagon 3 times already! It's mocking me, I tell you. And I do not take kindly to being mocked. My moment of redemption is almost at hand. I must keep my wits about me. These alleys are full of thieves and cut purses after all. It wouldn't do for me to be taken by surprise. Let's welcome Esmeralda. That's Frollo for you. So sure only he knows what's right, he plunges ahead and never once thinks about looking up. Tracking him from the rooftops is easy. Good thing Quasimodo helped me get over my fear of heights. Once you've jumped down from the top of Notre Dame, 2-story roofs are nothing. I caught sight of Frollo's prison wagon an hour or so ago. It wasn't hard to tell who he had locked up in it. Frollo got away from me the first time. I'm not quick enough to follow a horse-drawn carriage on foot. But I managed to pick up his trail again, and I don't plan on losing it. There's nothing I wouldn't do to free Quasimodo. Though, should I have called Phoebus for help? No, he's on patrol and probably busy and... Okay, I'm just going to say it, he's not very stealthy. I love him, he's amazing, and he clanks when he walks. It's true. Let's send Esmeralda to follow Frollo to his hideout. Oh wait, there goes Frollo. Let's see. Looks like he's ducking into that alleyway by the... Oh no! I really don't do well inside stone walls. Especially that particular set of stone walls. Never thought I could hate the sight of a building more than I do right now. Okay, let's think this through. If we're limited to Ile de la Cité, there's only so many places Frollo could be hiding. Someplace sturdy enough to keep Quasimodo contained, with a private stable to get the carriage in and outside unseen. Only building I can think of that matches that description is... Oh, no. Really? Really? Well, I know where I'm about to move this Frollo-shaped chalet to on the map, but that doesn't mean I like it. Let's send Phoebus to position Frollo at Notre Dame. The Palace of Justice. That's the only place that fits. I'm going to have a serious talk with their facilities manager once all this is over. There's no time to lose. I have to go over there right away. Quasimodo needs my help, and there's nothing I won't do to... Should I bring Esmeralda into the plan? But she does keep a full schedule and I wouldn't want to. Okay, if I'm being honest, she has very little experience with tactical frontal assaults, which is a good thing. Though, if Quasimodo's in danger, she'd want to know. Decisions. Freeze! On the authority of the Paris City Guard, I hereby place you under... Got you! Now let Quasimodo go before I do something I... You! Ah, Esmeralda, my love. How about we handle this problem first and compare notes later? Vile wretches! This is not over. I will see justice done. I will be vindicated, even if I have to. He's making a run out the back way. I'll keep after him. You circle around and cut him off from Rude. You stay on street level. I'll get up to the second or third story and see if I can... Oh, I'm sorry. Were you... Oh, no, you were just in the middle of... You know what? Let's both just chase him. Sounds like a plan. You know, if you did have suggestions about how to stop Frollo, you can tell me. Listen, that's very sweet of you, but I'm sure you know what you're doing. Besides, I'm not a soldier. And I can do half the things you can, which is fine. We have very different skill sets and... Oh, wait. Hold the thought. He's tucking into the cathedral. You go low, I go high, and we'll both corner him at the... Already on it. Love you. Let's send Phoebus and Frollo into Notre Dame. Alright, I admit it. I should have let Esmeralda know about the Frollo situation in the first place. No tactical assault experience. Ha! That was me dodging the truth. She's an extraordinarily capable person, and I know it. It's just... the city guard has wronged her so many times in the past. I'm always hesitant to involve her in my work. Take that, foul betrayer! Do you mind? I'm trying to be introspective here. Striking from the shadows, missing entirely, and making me chase him. So inconsiderate. Clanks when he walks. What was I thinking? I would have found Quasimodo twice as fast if I told him. It's just, I've never had the luxury of working within a system. If it's for the right cause, I am willing to break the rules. And if I let Phoebus see that, really see it, I think part of me is scared he'll think less of me. It's not rational, but... Vile witch! With this sword I cast thee into the fiery pit! Unfortunately, constantly interrupting women is your least evil quality. Let's send Frollo and Esmeralda to face off in Notre Dame. Impossible! Trapped on a staircase, surrounded on both sides by two halves of a very competent, very athletic couple who both have a stronger sense of justice than you ever did? Surrender, Frollo. There's no way out of this for you and... Ha! The window! Wait, what? Haha! Oof. Well, there he goes, sprinting back towards the Palace of Justice, completely covered in stained glass shards. Yep, pretty spry for his age. So, when all this is over, I should be the one to tell the Archdeacon that his window's broken. Phoebus. No, I insist. It's really my fault for deciding to corner him, and I'm in a position of authority, so I can afford Phoebus, let's talk while we chase Frollo, and let's both stop apologizing, okay? Let's send Esmeralda and Phoebus to talk in Notre Dame. So I realized, what do I have to be ashamed about? We love each other, we understand each other. Yes, we're both committed to fight for a better world. And I love that about you. On your right. Thanks. We're different people. And we're stronger for that. We complement each other, support each other, chase down dangerous fugitives with each other. Cornerstone of a healthy relationship as far as I'm concerned. Now, watch out for that curb. First rule of couples discussions and high-speed food chases, No sprained ankles. Alright, it looks like he's back at the crime scene and left the door open for us this time. How considerate of him. What are we thinking? You draw his attention and I slip around back and clap him in irons? Or, oh, you've got a giant candelabra that you're wielding like a halberd. And it's on fire. Where did you borrow it? Great. Okay, a joint frontal assault it is. Traitor! Reprobate! I will be vindicated! You'll see! Sooner or later all of Paris will listen to what I... No, you listen! You're a sad, bitter old man who thinks hating the right people is a substitute for having a moral code. And if Parisians are as smart, kind and open-hearted as I think they are, they'll never be fooled by you for long. Oh, and also, you are extremely under arrest. Should have led with that. Speechless, I see. It's a good look for you. Quasimodo! You're a sight for sore eyes. You're not hurt, are you? I'm sorry we couldn't rescue you sooner.
Oh, hello, Phoebus. Thank you for saying so, but is it alright if we talk later? I have some things to finish up in here.
But we... Huh? Okay then... Let's welcome Quasimodo.
There, all finished. Getting those last few cells open was harder than I thought.
Last few cells open?
Oh yes, I wasn't the only one Frodo was keeping in there, you know. I couldn't just leave all those poor people locked up, especially after I'd broken down my own door.
Broken down your... Huh?
Are you alright, Phoebus? You're repeating me an awful lot.
Alright, let's go over this once more, for my benefit. You've had free run of the dungeon this whole time?
Well, for most of it, yes. Frodo stopped paying attention to me an hour or so after he locked me in there. I think he expected me to just give up. Shows you how well he knows me, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
Now you'll have to excuse me. I need to make sure all the people afraid have some place safe to stay.
Let's send Quasimodo to show everyone around.
There, that was the last of them. I made sure to let everyone know where to find me if they ever need help again. So many wonderful people. Those scholars from the Shanghai Empire told the most amazing stories. And those spice merchants from Istanbul invited me over for burgers later. I think that's like a filled croissant. And all Frodo ever saw about them is that they don't line up with how he thinks the world should be. It's sad, really. But then, I guess I knew that about him already.
How's our prisoner doing? Well, since the jail cells are temporarily out of order, he's tied to a lovely piece of Gothic stonework. Thanks for asking. We may have to release him pending trial eventually, but the city guard will keep a close eye on him. You can count on it. As will I. Wait, what exactly do you mean by temporarily out of order? Right. You should really talk with Quasimodo about what he's been up to lately. I think we might have been selling him short. Let's send Phoebus to watch Frollo at Notre Dame, and let's send Esmeralda and Quasimodo to chat at the Notre Dame.
Don't worry, I plan on asking the blacksmith to replace the bars right away. It's my responsibility after all.
Quasimodo, I don't say this enough. You are one of the most responsible people I know. It inspires me. Fighting to make the world a better place. It can take a toll, but with friends like you, I know I can always keep going. Now how about we go to the blacksmith's together? I might need to see someone about getting a window frame repaired.
Of course. Do you mind my asking which window?